there's always another secret. So one thing you should know about me is that I've read all of the Cosmere, and without doubt or hesitation, my favorite character is Kelsier. Hands down, he is, if there's more of Kelsier, I'll read it. If anything is written about Kelsier, I'll read it. I just can't get enough of that character. And as you might know, Brandon Sanderson has recently been talking a lot about how some of his works, especially Mistborn, will probably be adapted into film or TV very, very soon. So with that, that's got a lot of people thinking, who's going to play all these characters? And I really hope with the budgets they're throwing around, I mean, it is Brandon Sanderson, that they're going to be able to get pretty much whoever they want for it. But of course, with my favorite character being Kelsier, all I really care about is who they get to play Kelsier. This is vital. I mean, if this is turned into a movie, I'm hoping it's going to be a good movie, and therefore hoping I will be watching it over and over and over. I mean, I've read the books 4 or 5 times now, so the movie will probably be even more than that. So who they get to play my favorite character is important to me. So I kind of wanted to look around and get my hopes up on who I wanted, even though I have absolutely zero influence in who they pick. May have been a bad idea. There's this really fun website you can go to, MyCast.io. And there, like I was saying, you can vote for different people who you think would be good for certain roles and see what other people think and all that. It's actually pretty fun. And they've got the entire cast of Mistborn kind of laid out. And I agree with most of their picks. Kelsier, though, I looked through, and the one I really like is down, 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 4 people ahead of him in the votes. And so before I get into exactly who I think it should be, let's talk about Kelsier a little bit, okay? Kelsier has a certain vibe to him, okay? Kelsier is a broken character. He has been through some stuff, and he is emotionally scarred and physically scarred. But despite all that, one of his key characteristics is his smile. How do you do that? Menace asked, frowning. What? Smile so much. Oh, I'm just a happy person. Kelsier smiles. It's in defiance of all the things. It's his way of resistance and his way of protest that can never be, can't be stopped. It's like, you may be able to imprison me, torture me, enslave everyone and kill all the people I love, but you can't force me to stop smiling. So he smiles. And it's creepy. It's creepy, but it's very Kelsier. And so, to me, looks-wise, you got to have someone that can deliver all kinds of different emotions with a smile. Now, the very top pick, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, but it's Jaime Lannister from Game of Thrones, that character. Love him as an actor. Great character. He's got that charm about him that Kelsier has. He does have a very charming smile. But I don't think he's the guy. They even have Chris Hemsworth above the guy that I want. And no, that's not Kelsier at all. I mean, my God, can you imagine Chris Hemsworth as Kelsier? No. Just no. Don't do that. This is not a Marvel movie. We don't need him. My top pick for it, and it's kind of out of left field, but just from his picture on the voting thing, I went and looked up a lot of the clips of movies he's been in, and everything I saw just kept reaffirming what the first instinct was, and that is Sam Claflin. I think I'm saying that right. I hope so. If I'm not, please correct me down in the comments. And he hasn't done a ton of really big blockbuster movies. He did Finn, I think was the character's name, in The Hunger Games. and he's done some other work. I'll show you some clips of it, but he just has a way of like talking through his smile that is just so Kelsier to me. It's like he can be delivering something, talking about, how hurt he is, or how angry he is, or how suspicious he is, and there's either a full-on smile or a hint of a smile in whatever he's saying, and that's just so Kelsier. And also in the Hunger Games, he's pretty good with a spear, which is right up Kelsier's alley. I mean, he eventually gets killed by a spear, but got to have those fighting skills. But from the clips that I've watched from him, he can definitely hit that charismatic feel that Kelsier has, while also getting a little dark, which, let's be honest, Kelsier's, touch charming and sweet with a big dash of murderous and scary. Bit of a psychopath. But I really think he could pull off both that feel. Just, I would love to see that. I want to get some rehearsals going and some test reading from him. I would love to see him act out a scene on this. But what do you think? Am I way off the mark? Are these scenes good enough for you to say, yeah, Sam's our guy? Or do you have somebody else in mind? Are you more in favor of Jaime Lannister being the new Kelsier, or do you have someone else in mind completely that I haven't mentioned? Let me know. I feel very strongly about this, so I'm pretty sure that I'm right. And honestly, I just really can't wait for more news to start coming out about these new adaptations for the Cosmere world. And I mean, it's like Brandon Sanderson said, hopefully soon there'll be actually projects moving, and so we'll start hopefully hearing about some casting and dates and things like that. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.